Our target population is older adults 65 plus who live alone and are at risk for social isolation. The aims of the project, of course, we're interested on the usefulness and usability of PRISM and interface design issues. We're also looking at what does access to the system have on outcomes like social isolation, social support, quality of life, well-being, computer attitudes, computer self-efficacy. And we're looking not only at these outcomes in the short run, but over the long term. People have the system for a year. Okay? So we're looking, gathering longitudinal data on these measures. We're also going to look at usage patterns over time. We'll actually have real-time measures of use. We'll find out what do people like, what don't they like, and does the system, is it more successful for some groups than for other groups? These are the features in both versions of the system, actually, the manual version and the computer version. There's email, where they can email, this obviously email's not in the manual version. On the computer system, where they can email family, friends, or we've created PRISM buddies. Okay, they can meet new people online. There's a resource guide. There's an instructional educational feature. Every month they get a different topic that comes with videos and written information on other websites. We've designed a calendar and personal reminder feature. They can look at the internet, share photos, and we do have games. So we designed we built off of a platform called Big Screen Live, and this is what the home page of the system looks like. We spent over a year designing this application, our whole team, and we involved a lot of older adults in the design of the system. We did some initial focus groups where they came in and told us about icons and labels and what they liked and what they didn't like. And then we did 2 rounds of pilot testing of the system at all 3 sites and tweaked the system as we went along. Okay. So this is what the home page looks like. To access any of these features, you simply click on them. Okay. People never have to log on to the system. It's always on their computer, so there's no login procedures. There's a quote of the day, there's weather, they can get help, they have all kinds of help. So here's what a classroom topic would look like. You see there's tabs on the top. They always have the topic of basic and computer and PRISM training, but every month we introduce a new topic. So the first month's topic is taking care of yourself. So we give them information on those 3 components of taking care of yourself. If you click on any of those, there's written text that's at the 6th grade reading level. And then there's associate video that goes with each topic, and they can go to links where they can get other information. So that's just a little look at the system. We just started the trial. We started recruitment a month ago, and we have 11 people recruited at the Miami site. Again, these are older folks who live alone. They're over 65. They don't work, and they're volunteer less than 5 hours a week. So we really try to target people who are isolated. So far it's going very well. They've also been recruiting at Georgia Tech and in Miami. And just to get back to what I was talking about earlier, the skills to use the system, even though the system is very easy to use, it wasn't, when we pilot tested our training program for this, what we found out is not that people couldn't learn to use PRISM, but rather they had these were people who were computer naive. What we really had to refine our training protocol was so that they were able to use a mouse. And you'll notice one of the things on the computer training is mouse and games. We actually had to add that so people would get more practice using the mouse in very basic computer skills. I think that was our biggest hurdle, and we've actually changed our training protocol twice to accommodate this. We now do training over 3 sessions in the home. Okay, so we actually go out, install the system in the participant's home, and then we spend 3 days, over 3 days, training them. They have a manual, we do check-in calls, etc. So maybe next year I can give you some results of the study. Okay, so what else are we doing at the University of Miami? We're doing a lot of research in health information seeking. As I said, we're very interested in health websites and people's ability to use health websites and the impact on their health behaviors like patient-physician interactions. So these are some of the topics that we're actually studying right now. We just got a grant from AHRQ. We're going to be working with Palo Alto Research Corporation to look at some cognitive aiding tools. If we give people some tools, will it help them be able to use health websites? We're also looking at patient portals of electronic medical records. I have a student, Jessica Taha, who's looking. We built an actual complete simulation of the Epic patient portal. We can't use a real medical record, obviously, for research. So we built a simulation of Epic, and we put in patient data, etc. And now we're looking, can people use this, especially people with low health literacy and low health numeracy? Can they interpret their lab test results? Can they understand the links to WebMD, etc.? And we're doing a study where we're looking at a telemedicine system for older adults with hypertension in rural locations. So let me just share with you a little bit of our data just to show you how we approach some of our research. Actually, this study was published in JAMA. And what we were interested in, goes back to e-health applications on the web. We really were interested in this question: can older adults search for health information on the web? Can they understand that information, integrate it, and make a choice or a decision? And we were interested on what do they think about information on the web? Do they think it's usable? What factors influence their trust in that information? And one area of focus of this research was on, and we're still doing this actually, is on the Medicare and the Medicare Part D website. Okay? And we chose this given the importance of these applications for older adults. So we actually did and are still doing research on Medicare.gov. I just want to share with you the protocol. We pre-screened people to make sure that they were not cognitively impaired, that they could see the text on the computer, so they didn't have visual impairments. We gave them a background questionnaire, measured their technology experience. By the way, all of the folks who came into this study had computer experience. These were not computer naive folks. We measured their health literacy, we gave them a knowledge test about Medicare, we gave them a basic review of computer skills, and then we took some post measures. Okay? So this is the way we approach our research. We try to use ecologically valid protocols. So what we did is we had people come in and solve these problems. First, we had them do some general health information searches where they sit down at the computer and using the Google website, search and find answers to this question. This is a very simple question. Okay? This had to do with caregiving. In Part B, we put them on the Medicare website. And we actually had them use the website to solve problems that people would solve if they were going to use the Medicare website at home. Are you eligible for Medicare coverage? Okay, that's a very realistic question. We had them select some home health agencies to meet particular needs. We came up with a scenario that said what they actually needed, what kind of services they needed. And then we had some questions related to Medicare Part D. Which plan they should enroll in. They had to think about what was deductible, what were their out-of-pocket expenses. So we tried to make this as realistic as possible. Here's an example of the website. It's changed a little since then, but